Once you've set up your product on Amazon and the inventory is available for customers to purchase through Amazon, your next step is to drive traffic to that listing and to get customers. So one of the tools that Amazon provides to help you drive traffic to your listings is the Amazon sponsored product listings. What this is it's a tool that Amazon provides where you can select certain keywords or phrases that customers might use to search for products like yours, and Amazon will display your listing in the search results with a little disclaimer that says it's a sponsored listing. So it's a great way to drive traffic to your listings, especially if you're new and need to get your product in front of new customers. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set that campaign up within Amazon. So first thing you'll do is from your Seller Central dashboard, you're going to hover over Advertising and click Campaign Manager. And that's going to bring you to this screen here. I've blurred out some of the information here because it is sensitive to my own Amazon account. But down here, there's this little Create Campaign button. You're going to click that. And that's going to pull you up to this first page where you choose your campaign type. So Amazon gives you two different options. First is the sponsored products option. This is if you want to promote specific products on the search results page, and they will show up here within the search result listings. The other option is sponsored brand. So if you want to promote your brand as a whole, if you've got multiple products or multiple books, and you want to showcase a collection of those products when customers search for a specific keyword, you would select this option here. For this tutorial, we're going to do the sponsored products campaign. So you'll click Continue. And that's going to land you here on the Create a Campaign page. So first thing you want to do is name your campaign. This is only visible to you. Customers will not see this, so set it to whatever makes sense for you. Then you're going to select your start date, and if you want, you can select an end date. I typically don't select an end date. I just go in and manually turn them off after a few weeks if it's not performing well, and then you can disable the campaign. But if you're forgetful or worried about it running for a long time, you can set your end date there. Next, you want to set your daily budget. I typically, when I'm first starting out a campaign, I'll run it for anywhere between $10 to $20 a day. And what you'll notice, especially when you first start out, is Amazon won't spend that entire budget. It'll usually be a fraction of what you set your daily budget at. But $10 to $20 is a good starting point. Next, you want to select your targeting. If you're first getting started out, automatic targeting is a good option. With this option, Amazon will select the keywords that are going to be relevant to your product, so you don't have to worry about doing any keyword research on your own, and it'll give you a good idea of what terms work and what terms don't. If you do know what keywords you would like to target, you can select manual targeting here. For this campaign, I'm going to walk you through setting up the manual targeting since there are a few more steps involved. So once you've selected manual targeting, you're going to scroll down to the next section, which is titled Create an Ad Group. And first thing you'll do is set your ad group name. And this is internal, so only visible to you. And then you're going to select which product or products you want to promote in your listing. So Amazon will display all of your products in this little section here. You just click this little button, Add, to add the product to the campaign. And then you're going to scroll down to the next section. So the next thing you're going to do is set your bidding strategy, which is basically you tell Amazon what you're willing to pay each time a customer clicks or a potential customer clicks on one of your sponsored product listings. Amazon offers 3 options for bidding strategy. First option is dynamic bids down only. With that, what they will do is lower your bid if it's less likely to convert to a sale. Dynamic bids with up and down option is they will not only lower your bid if your bid is less likely to convert to a sale, but they'll also raise your bid if it's more likely to convert to a sale. And then fixed bids is where you set the bid and tell Amazon not to adjust the bid amount at all. I would typically recommend going with dynamic bids. I think that gives you your best shot at converting a sale with your sponsored product listings. Next, you're going to set your default bid amount. Amazon will give you a suggested amount here. So for example, in this option, they're saying the bid range would be anywhere between 20 cents and 79 cents. Their suggested bid amount is 58 cents. I typically like to go anywhere from 10 to 20 cents above their suggested bid amount. One side note on the default bid amount here is you can actually override that amount per keyword when you're setting up your keywords, which we'll be doing in a moment here. So you can say for this specific keyword, I want to bid this amount, and for this other keyword, I want to bid a different amount. And that will override this default bid here. And we'll get to that in just a moment. Next thing you want to do is select your targeting. You can do keyword targeting or product targeting. I typically do keyword targeting, and this is, as it says here, you use this strategy when you know the search terms that customers use to search products similar to yours. Product targeting is to help shoppers find your product when browsing detail pages, categories, or searching products on Amazon. You can always set up 2 separate ad groups, one which targets keywords, one which targets products, and then measure the success of each and go with the one that performs better. But for the example today, we're going to use keyword targeting. Once you've set your targeting strategy, you'll scroll down to the next section, which is keywords. This is where you're going to set the keywords that you'd like to target. So Amazon will have suggested keywords here that, based on the product that you have selected to promote, these are terms that they think would perform well. So you can click add to any terms that you like from that list. If you have a specific set of words that you already know you want to target, click on enter keywords here, and you'll enter the keywords in this box here, and you'll select your match type. So there's 3 different match types. Broad is going to contain all the keywords in any order and includes plurals, variations, and related keywords. Phrase contains the exact phrase or sequence of keywords, and exact means that they will display your product listing if the search that the customer uses exactly matches the keyword or sequence of keywords that you've set. I typically would recommend setting your match type to broad. And then you're going to enter your keywords here. So I'm just going to set a few example keywords. Once you've got your keywords there, you click add keywords. And you'll scroll down here, and it's going to have the keywords that you've selected, and it'll offer a suggested bid for each keyword. So that's where I mentioned that you can override your default bid based on each keyword that you select. So for example, with this first keyword, the suggested bid is 62 cents. So I'm going to set it at 75 cents as my amount that I'm willing to spend. Next, their suggested bid is 71 cents. So I'll set it at 75 cents. So once you've selected your keywords and set the bid amount for each keyword, there's an optional field here to enter negative keywords. What this is these are keywords that prevent your ads from displaying when a shopper's search terms match the negative keywords that you've set here. I typically don't do this, but if there are certain keywords that you don't want to show up for, this is where you would enter those words. Once you've done that, you are ready to launch your campaign. Click Launch Campaign button here, and Amazon will review and approve your campaign and start running it. So once you've launched your campaign, it's obviously important to monitor the campaign and see how it is performing to make sure you're not losing money. So the way you're going to do that is you're going to go over to your advertising campaign manager dashboard, which you'll get to by hovering over advertising and clicking campaign manager. That's going to drop you onto this screen here, and this little table is going to give you a breakdown of all of your campaigns and how they're performing. So you're going to have your spend total here, your sales total here, and your ACOS here. So ACOS, this is probably the most important metric on this page, and that is ACOS stands for advertising cost of sale. So basically what this tells you is how much you are spending to generate a certain amount of sales. So for example, if you're spending $20 and you're generating $100 in sales, your ACOS would be 20%. So you want this number to be lower. The lower, the better. If you're spending $100 on advertising and only generating $100 in sales, then your ACOS is going to be 100%. So you want that number to be as low as possible, which will mean you're getting more bang for your buck with your advertising. So if you want to dive into the individual campaigns, if you have multiple campaigns running, what you'll do is scroll down and you can click into each campaign and view these same stats on the campaign level. So we'll do that here. So when you scroll down here, you'll see all of your campaigns listed out here, and you can click into a specific campaign and you'll get a similar dashboard for each individual campaign. So you'll see your spend total here, your total sales, your advertising cost of sale, and your total number of impressions. And then what you'll want to do is scroll down, and this will list out each keyword that you're targeting, and it'll give you your spend, total number of orders, total number of sales, and advertising cost of sale for each keyword. So if you have a keyword that is not performing well and has a very high advertising cost of sale, you can disable that here. If you've got one that's performing really well, you want to raise the budget on that, you can do that. So this is a great way to analyze the effectiveness of your campaigns and of your specific keywords for each campaign. That way you're making the most bang for your buck and driving more traffic at a lower cost to you.